Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Charmaine, and in today's tutorial I will be showing you how I would create like a simple, nice, pretty makeup look that anyone can wear with any outfit, any new outfit that you'll be wearing to go visit your family and friends during this festive season, Chinese New Year season, Lunar New Year season, you know. If you do not know, Lunar New Year is right around the corner. It actually starts next weekend on the 25th, so it's a Saturday. So from about the eve of the New Year's, from 24th onwards, everyone will be rushing around trying to get to their reunion dinners, to their friends and families' places, to in Chinese we call it Bai Nian, where we go and greet our relatives and friends and wish them a very happy new year ahead. And that's our culture. So that's like the briefest synopsis that I can give you for all you watchers out there who are not celebrating and do not know what Lunar New Year entails for Chinese people like us. I actually filmed this video once already and it flopped so bad. I am still quite upset about it because I spent all morning trying to create the prettiest makeup look, but it really was quite botched from the start. So just for the record, I used the Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Longwear Foundation, the original one that Rihanna put out. Recently I bought this for my kit and it has been working really well on my models. I mean, I have been mixing it with like oils and moisturizers to kind of fit it to everyone's needs. But today, when I was filming this video first, I used this straight out of the bottle, 2 pumps on my face, and this being a soft matte long wear foundation, which is meant for oilier skin types. On my dry skin, oh my god, I spent most of the video trying to fix that cakey look on my skin, but it wasn't really working out. And then when I finally got it to work out, the eye look that I was doing just went down the drain. It wasn't what I was gonna do. I think I was so stressed out about the foundation that I kind of blanked out on what I really wanted to do, and I did something very weird. I just deleted all the footage out of pure frustration, so I can't even show you what kind of rubbish I did. But in any case, I'm not saying that this foundation is a bad foundation. I'm just saying that if you have dry skin, maybe stay away from this exact one and go try that tube hydrating foundation version that they have. This morning was traumatic with that foundation and eyeshadow punch. It was really bad, so I'm refilming it right now, and hopefully this time it'll be a lot better. In anyways, I kind of wiped off all my makeup, rehydrated my face with like my skincare. And now, before I start, I'm just gonna go in with like a couple of spritz of my Fourth Ray Beauty Fresh AF Mist, which looks like this. It's just like a standard hydrating facial mist. Nothing much to it. I just wanted some more hydration because my skin is still traumatized from that foundation. And I'm just gonna go into my Illuminating Foundation Primer from Paul & Joe. It looks like this. Is a very cute girly bottle like this. I'm just gonna take 1 pump of that. This is a illuminating primer which would help with the whole dry skin situation. It helps foundation last on the skin while imparting the skin with like a glow that is quite ethereal, not too metallic looking, just more on the nice, I think the right term is glow from within skin look. Like so, you can see there's like this glow on my face already. So what I like to do with foundation primers is I like to kind of massage it into my skin with my fingers longer than you think is necessary, because it really just incorporates that product right deep into your skin, and that would help with the layering process to avoid too much product build-up on the top of the skin. And then when you get like this tacky feeling on your skin and all the primer is blended out, let me check. That's when you know that you're ready for some foundation. And in order to avoid major disappointment, again, I'm using my tried and true foundation, and this is the Clarins Skin Illusion Natural Hydrating Foundation with SPF 15. I'm just gonna take a couple of drops on the back of my hand, dotting it all over my face. You don't really need a lot for this foundation, and it covers generally quite well, and it's really thin, which, oh my god, I love this foundation so much, and I will never ever cheat on this foundation ever again. No, I'm just saying that I will, because trying out foundation is fun. trying to make the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation work is and was and is fun still. Just a bit frustrating when it doesn't work out for you. And when you have to delete an entire video that you have dedicated your entire morning to filming. But anyways, enough complaining. Really enough complaining. Just gonna blend it in with like this kabuki brush that I really like to use with this foundation. Oh my god, it blends in so seamlessly with so little effort. Can you see this glory? Oh my god, it's just such a nice foundation. It doesn't even emphasize my dry patches that much either, and I do have a couple. I'm still undecided if these dry patches are from like healing acne scars or from the fact that I've been trying out the Sunday Riley retinol products. I heard that peels your skin a little bit. I mean, it's not painful or anything. I think it's part of the process, but you know. Then I'm just gonna go into my Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Concealer in the shade Light, and I'm just gonna put it on my dark eye circles, my under eye circles, which has gotten darker since the disappointing video. I should stop talking about it. And on my nose, over top of some of my dark acne scarring that I would like to cover up. I'm just gonna blend it in with the same brush. For this look, I'm not going for full coverage. I just want my skin to look naturally radiant and nice and like presentable. I want my skin to look like it's nice on its own, and I find that this foundation, concealer and foundation primer combo really helps me get that sort of look to my skin. So I'm not necessarily trying to cover up every single flaw there is on my skin, and boy are there flaws on my skin. I definitely do not have like the perfect airbrushed, flawless complexion. I have a couple of acne scarring, but I've learned to love and accept them for what they are. And in the spirit of embracing your own uniqueness, I am just letting them breathe, letting them see the light a little bit. As long as the skin tone is evened out and I don't look too discolored from all the scarring that is going on, I'm okay. I'm not gonna set my foundation. You can set it if you want to. This is the step where you start setting your foundation, but my skin is very dry. I'm not gonna aggravate it further with any powder on my skin. But I always like to say that if you really want your makeup to last longer, even if you have dry skin, find a powder that's suitable for your dry skin and just set that concealer like at least around your T-zone area where you but where you can risk getting a little oily throughout the day. I'm just gonna go in with my brows, and this one is my usual love, which is my Kat Von D, if it's gonna focus. So this one is my Kat Von D Brow Struck Dimension powder in the shade light brown, and I'm just gonna use my ColourPop E6 angled brush, and I'm just gonna fill in my brows, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I have filled in my brows with that brow powder, and I will finish off my brows with some of my staple 3CE Stylenander eyebrow mascara in, if you would focus. So I'll be going in with some of my 3CE Stylenander eyebrow mascara in the shade gold brown to tone my eyebrow hairs back to what my dyed hair color is. Close enough, like closer to what it is, because it's not exactly the same tones. And this is a step that I recommend everyone do, especially if you're the type to get your hair freshly dyed before the New Year's, because it really just completes your entire look and makes your... And if you can find a shade of eyebrow mascara that really fits the tones of your dyed hair color, it will make the entire look a lot more even. So now that my brows are done, I'm gonna go in with eyeshadow straight, and I'm using my Colourpop Bare Necessities palette because it is a neutral palette, which means that it would be a very useful and easy palette to own in your everyday life, and it's also new in my collection, so I just want to use it, okay? Anyways, I'm actually thinking of a very simple eye look so that it's not gonna be very eye focused as much as it's gonna be lip focused. So I'm just gonna go into On Holiday right here on the top. It's like a, I'm gonna bring it closer. It's like a, how would I describe this look? This shade is like a cool toned light beige color. The thing about it is when you blend it onto your lids, it actually comes off a little more mauvey. I'm just gonna buff it all over my lids. Simple. You can opt for like a cool toned brown that doesn't pull mauve when you blend it into your eyelid. Just something close to your skin tone in this color scheme. It shouldn't look like much from afar. It should just look like a natural sort of shadow to your eyes. Some onto my bottom outer corners to my inner corners as well, to just further define the eyes even more. Make sure that it's all nicely blended, soft and hazy, no obvious demarcation of lines. And then when you're done with that, I'm just gonna very simply go into a bit of Silk Teddy over here, which is like a rose gold rosé sort of shade. I'm just gonna pop it onto the center of my lids like so first, on both lids, just because there's a lot of product on my finger from that swipe in the pan. And then when that's done and I've deposited most of the product, I'm just gonna focus on spreading it out across the lid, focusing most of the shadow onto the center of the lid. And then when everything's deposited, I'm just gonna blend out the edges. Whatever's left, I'll just blend it onto my lower lash line for the extra shimmer and shine. Then you get this very nice neutral, pink neutral sort of shimmery eye look. Simple 2 eyeshadows, we're done with the palette. So it really doesn't matter what eyeshadow palette you use, as long as you have like a close to your skin tone but a little darker shade of, I would recommend a brown that pulls either pink or orange depending on your preferences, doesn't really matter. A matte and a shimmer shade that is a bit brighter than your skin tone to kind of give you that shimmer to your eyelids. And that's how you create a very simple, how many times can I say simple? That's how you create a very straightforward, simple but pretty look that you can wear to any event at any time. So I'm just going to go in with this eyeliner right here. This is from D-Up. It's their silky liquid eyeliner in the shade Natural Brown. And D-Up is a Japanese brand that makes very nice brown and black liquid eyeliner. I really enjoy their products. And I find that D-Up's one of the brands where the liquid liner is smudge proof and waterproof, so it stays on regardless and it only comes off when you want it to come off. But at the same time, it's not so waterproof that it stains your eyelids. It's not even like very difficult to remove with like the proper eye makeup remover. For me, I like to use the Shu Uemura cleansing oil, and that gets everything off my face in an instant. I'm just gonna create like a half wing starting from the middle of my eyelid. Just gonna draw a very thin line and then extending it into this cat eye over here that extends more outwards than upwards to give my sort of eye shape the best flattering shape. Then at this point, if you want to, you can point the inner corner just ever so slightly, like I am doing. Nothing too dramatic, but that little dot of pigment at the end of your eye really helps make the eye look a lot longer and sharper at the same time. It's like an illusion that I really enjoy doing every day. When you're done with that, it's time for some mascara. I'm gonna go in with my Brownie Points BFF mascara from ColourPop. One of my all-time favorites. It gives my lashes that volume and length that I want in very little time, and it also has a cooler tone of brown to it, which is what I enjoy in this mascara. When I do bottom lashes, I like to hold my mirror up like this and kind of keep my vision on the mirror, tilt my head downwards like so, and then just apply the mascara. There's not a lot of, I don't really have a lot of bottom lashes for the mascara I want to catch, so I just make do with what I have. Then when you have something like that, you get like a slightly more defined, open-eyed lash look. You can leave it like this, or you can go in with some lashes to sort of amplify the lash look even more and make it even more dramatic and intense. For me, I'm just gonna stay with my mascara to keep it fresh and more on the natural side. Anyways, I'm going in with my favorite blush of the moment, and this is from the designer collection, the Disney designer collection from ColourPop. It's called Kissing a Frog, and it's this very nice, warm, peachy pink tone, very pigmented pressed powder blush. Can't really speak, can I? I'm gonna put some on my forehead and some on my chin. I've already put some across my nose to kind of make the entire blush look a lot more believable that way. I'm gonna go in with some bronzer because you're definitely gonna take photos with your cousins and your family during Chinese New Year if you're anything like my family. And I'm just gonna go in with my standard Too Faced Sweet Tea bronzer. Gonna mash up both shades, and with a looser packed brush, just gonna bronze up the skin in a more contoury way. Do people call this bronze tour right now or something? Was it Huda Beauty that called it that last year? Not sure, but anyway. Just kind of giving my cheekbones a little bit more shape. Down my neckline, my jawline, and down my neck a little to erase away the double chin, and some light dusting of that bronzer powder on the forehead if you need it. Depending on your forehead shape, if you think that your forehead is too big, you can always do this. For me, there's like a demarcation. You can see my bone structure. There's like two over here, so I like to kind of define these two sides to kind of bring out this part of my forehead. I'm not sure why I like to do that. I got called names like Lohan, like you know, the Lohan fish, because of my forehead, but I kind of really like it myself, so I'm just gonna emphasize that from my own forehead. For the last step for face, I'm going in with my Super Shock Cheek in Flexitarian. A very nice and affordable highlighter shade that I always enjoy. Just putting it down my nose, on the tip here to create a pointier nose, and on the bridge here to kind of heighten the bridge a little more and bring balance to the entire face that is going to be highlighted. I'm putting some of that highlighter shade on my inner corners as well to highlight. And then on my cheekbones, just using my fingers because I find that fingers work the best with Super Shock shadows and highlighters and cheek products. I'm just gonna put it on the tippy tops of my cheekbone to really bring them out. It's gonna help with the entire dewy look that we're going for in this tutorial. And then make sure that everything is blended and there's no harsh lines, no harsh unblended highlighter lines. And now when you tilt your head, you'll see like a very nice wham bam kind of glow. To emphasize that even more, I'm just gonna cover my eyes because the BFF mascara is non-waterproof, and I'm just gonna mist like my face too. I got my eyes anyways, but anyways, Just try not to blink while you let everything set and dry, and this mist will help settle everything in. All the highlighter, the blush, and the bronzer, which is all powders, will start settling into the foundation look a lot better. Then with that, I'm going in with my lipstick choice of the day and of the look, and this is my ColourPop Ultra Blotted Lip Color in the color Swing Away, and it is like this bright coral red color that sort of matches my top. And I always find it very fun to go in with like a red lip on Chinese New Year because it's just festive, and it's also the simplest way to bolden a makeup look. What I like about this shade is that it's not too red where it is like a classic Shanghai Tang kind of red color, and it's more on the pinker coral side of things where it can look a bit neon if you layer on the color. And because it's an ultra blotted lip formula from ColourPop, it's more on the sheerer side that makes your lips look more stained than BAM lipstick color. But you can always build it up, and I have built it up a little bit. I like to go over my lips a little and sort of deliberately blur out the lip line. I find that it just makes the look a lot more believable, a lot more modern and worn in, rather than a full-blown drawn-in lip shade, like a painted lip look. So that's my makeup look done. So quickly before my battery runs out of juice, this is the final look. So yeah, so a very simple, straightforward, very pretty look that you can wear with any outfit actually. You can always just switch up the color. It doesn't really matter what color the lipstick is, but if you opt for something a lot brighter, borderline neon like this one, or like just even like a traditional red lipstick, it will just bring the look together, give it more interest while keeping the classic look. My exact color brings a little bit more of like a fun twist to the classic look, and also I created a very dewy complexion that really helps balance out that matte lip look and make it look a lot more modern and just fresh and nice and inviting for everyone to enjoy. If I'm wearing a white top, I will definitely wear this as well. If I'm wearing a black top, maybe a classic red shade. If you're wearing cooler tones like greens and blues and purples, you can opt for like a pink fuchsia shade, a hot pink kind of thing, and that would brighten up your look in the same way, but it matches your outfit a little more. If you're wearing yellow, you can actually go for pink as well. Yellow is a lot better to work with. You can go for both orange or pink shades, or even this kind of red, but if you're going for more like an orangey, browny, beigey, warmer tone palette shades, you can opt for a warmer orangey red shade, like maybe MAC Morange, something more bright and orangey and punchy. Maybe even like a brownie red would look very nice. If you want me to do like an in-depth video on like matching reds with outfits, let me know. I can do that for you. I feel so much better now that I'm done filming this look, and it turned out so pretty. It turned out better than I imagined that it would turn out actually. So I'm very thrilled with how it turned out. I hope you enjoy this as well. And if you recreate this look at any time, especially during Chinese New Year, you can always tag me on Instagram at ChamineCCW. And today's question of the day would be, do you celebrate Chinese New Year? And if you do, what is your favorite part about Lunar New Year season? For me, it would be the gambling. I don't do poker or whatever card games that they play with like trump cards. Instead, I play a lot of mahjong. Like literally the last couple of years, I've been you can find me seated there at the mahjong table all day, every day, for as long as Chinese New Year is being celebrated. That's how I get past Chinese New Year. But yeah, so can't wait to hear what you have to say down below in the comments, and I'll definitely join you in the comments section to chat if you do comment. And with that, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and if you liked this video, enjoyed or learned something, remember to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel already. And my current posting schedule is every Tuesday and Friday. Thank you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!